Well, when they borrowed, or they took the surplus we had last year, the $1 million, to lower the taxes, the average tax in town by $26, they caused us to have to pay it back. And I give you an analogy, if you don't mind, is that if I have a budget of $1,000 and I have an income of $900, means I'm short $100, but I have to pay off the $1,000, which means I either have to borrow the $100 to make the $1,000 or get it from my parents, go to a bank somewhere. I get that. Now I am in debt to somebody for $100. Following year, I still have $1,000 of expenses. I still have the $900 salary, but now I also owe the $100 from last year. Now I have to borrow the $100 for this year. Now I'm $200 in debt. You bring that forward to now, we had a budget of $13 million. We had income of $12 million. They took the $1 million we had in the bank and used it to bring it up to the $13 million to make it a stable budget. But in doing that, according to state statute, we have to have a surplus. And this surplus determines what our bond rating is. And because they used our surplus, our bond rating went from AA1 down to AA2, and it's costing us on an average of $15,000 a month to pay that back at this higher rate that we have to pay when we borrow money. So this year, what we did was we cut expenses down by close to $700,000. Put that towards the $1 million that they used last year. So now we're still running a deficit of somewhere, not a deficit, that's a bad word to use. We still have about $300,000 short of making up the $1 million. Next year, 2013, we should be able to do that. And that's because of fiscal responsibility on our part. We have the professionals on staff, Mr. Wilcox, who's our auditor, and Mr. Iannacone, who is our CFO, are watching every penny that comes in and goes out. So we know at the end of this year, we will have a surplus almost more than half of what they expended last year.